Germans are known for making sophisticated machines, and today we have one of the sophisticated machines, and this is the 2016 Volkswagen Passat. And you're going to look at everything about it, all the good things about it, all the bad things about it, because you're watching Petrolhead. Keep it locked. The Volkswagen Passat is a 5-seater, either a station wagon or a sedan that comes in a 5-seater configuration, and its production started in the year 1973. So this specific variant of the Volkswagen Passat we have gotten from Vroomx Automat in Kiambu Road, right next to Astral petrol station. And if you want to view this specific car or have more information about it, you can contact Bruce on the information down below. And this specific car was produced in the year 1973 and is still under production. So competitors of this car is the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. We reviewed the C-Class previously. If you want to check it, click on the pop-up button on the top right hand of your screen or follow the link in the description below. Another competitor is the BMW 3 Series, and another competitor is also the Audi A4. And this car shares a platform with the sedan variant of the Volkswagen Passat. And let's get to more information about this car. I have to say that the front profile of the Volkswagen Passat looks really attractive, and it has a mean look to it. It kind of looks like a cheetah that is ready to pounce on the prey. And so onto this side we have this headlight that has the projector lamps inside, and there's also the daytime running lights that run from the side over here onto the front, and that looks attractive. We also have the proximity sensors that run all the way to the side over there, and this helps you to park. There is a problem that I always see, that somebody has put a dark film over here. Whenever you will go to drive in a foggy area or in an area that has a lot of rain or it's dark, you'll not have like good visibility. So that is why we have these fog lamps down here, so that when you're driving in fog they will help you. And you also have these vents over here and over here, and there is this part that you place the number plate. And so the hood of this car is very wide. If you ask me, it looks so nice. And that's it for this car. Let's look at the side profile of the Volkswagen Passat. Onto the side profile of the Volkswagen Passat over here, it doesn't have much going on, but the first thing that I see is this 17 inches wheels that come standard with this car, and it looks so amazing. It has this rubbering that covers the bolts that open the tires, and it has a badge, the Volkswagen badge, on the middle here, and that's good about it. And it also has these side mirrors which have the indicator lights on them. The other cars have the indicator lights on the fender over here. And going on to this part, other cars have flaps here, but this being a German machine, they did not see any reason to put the flaps over here. And there is also this rail that just adds onto the beauty of the car, and that's really good about it. When you open the car, the door opens in stages. And one thing that I have to say about this door is that the doors of the Volkswagens feels so heavy. The doors are so heavy. When you enter the car and you're closing the door, they feel so heavy. So that's it. On this side, it's the same. And the fuel cap is on the right, as opposed to the Japanese cars, which are on the left, but some are on the right. It depends on the companies. Let's look at the rear profile of the Volkswagen Passat. The rear profile of the Volkswagen Passat is attractive when you ask me. When you look at these lights, they kind of have sharp edges, and there's the red part and the white strip that is used to indicate or reverse. So we have this Passat badge over here, the Volkswagen logo, and the Volkswagen logo, you see, when you put it in, it opens the boot, and when you're also reversing, it also tilts, and you get the reversing camera that pops up from there. That the number plate goes here, and this is the TSI badge, meaning it's a turbocharged stratified injection, and it is a blue motion technology car. And this is a Japanese variant. When you see these two stickers over here, and that's it for this back profile. We also have these proximity sensors over here, and when you go down onto this car, we have these defrosters here, but when I look down here, I can't see the exhausts. The exhausts are hidden somewhere inside there. So when I open the boot of this car, the boot opens really high up, as you can see, and the boot space that I get in this car when the seats are up is 760 liters, and when the rear seats are down, you get 1110 liters, which is a big boot space. So when you hold these rear parts over here, it falls down the seats, and you can get the 1100 liters of boot space, and that is so good. And this car also comes with a spare wheel and also a tire repair kit. Both of them, you find the Japanese variants have like one of the option. It either has a tire repair kit or it either has a spare wheel. So let's go and look at the engine of this car. The engine of the Volkswagen Passat comes in either 1.4 liter, 1.8 liter or a 2 liter 4-cylinder engine that is either a TSI or a TDI or a hybrid engine. And so this car has horsepower ranges that runs from 170 all the way to 240 horsepower, depending on the specific variants that you've taken. And the fuel tank capacity of this car is 70 liters, and the fuel consumption ranges from 8 to 20 kilometers to the liter, depending on the variant that you've taken. There are also some high variants of this car, the performance variants called the R edition, which are the high variants that have been engineered to perform and give sports performance to these cars. So when you have the R variants of the Volkswagen group, you will tend to have less efficient fuel economy compared to people who have like TSI and the TDI variants. Let's get onto the interior of the Volkswagen Passat. When I get into the interior of the Volkswagen Passat, the station wagon variant, the first thing that I get, like the first feeling that I get when I enter this car, is the feeling of proper building. You see, you have the feeling like this car has been properly built. And when I close the door over here, first of all, the door has some weight to it. It has been built with quality material, and you can feel from the sound of closing it, you get that this car has a tweeter over here, and this car has a very good sound system. By the way, we have tweeters over here and speakers over here, and on the door panel here there is this button that unlocks the boot, and there is also this button over here that controls the side mirrors, and it is not like the ones that were used to the Japanese variants. And there's also the window controls over here that you can use to take the windows up or down. And onto the steering over here, the steering is covered with leather trim, and we also have like black stitching all around it. It also has buttons that you press to control whatever you want, and it also comes with paddle shifters. And one cool feature about this car is that the indicators of this car are located on the left side as opposed to the Japanese counterparts. And when you want to control the wipers and all the features of the wiping and washing the windshield, you will use the dial on the right side. And this car has an RPM gauge that goes up to 8,000 RPM. And there's also the temperature dials that is an analog dial. and the speedometer goes up to 260. This car is a 1.4 liter engine that is turbocharged, and it can do up to 260. Find that the Pro Box that we reviewed, it has a 1.5 liter engine and goes up to 180 kilometers per hour. Hey, I'm making Moha to really laugh hard. And when you go onto this upper part here, the dashboard is not leather, but it has a spongy kind of material over here, and it feels proper. And you also have this speaker over here, and there is an analog clock over here, and there is also a button for the passenger airbag, for the hazard, and for the parking assist. We also have this radio, the center control screen, the infotainment system over here has a simplistic look. You find that the vents are hidden inside this line over here, so you can't even tell where they are if you don't look at them keenly. And so this infotainment system has an attractive look to it. And we also have the dials that controls the AC, and we also have the gear selection gauge over here, which looks so nice. It's laced with the leather covering over here, and the engine start stop is over here. And when you open this part over here, you get additional storage space. You have a 12-volt socket over here that you can use to light your cigarettes, and you have the cigarette ashtray. And also, apart from that, we have these two cup holders over here, and this is how the key of the Volkswagen looks like. It's a serious machine. So this car has an auto handbrake over here, so that I've noticed that cars from 2014 going upwards, they don't have the manual handbrake. They have these parking handbrake over here. There's also a storage space over here, and there is an AUX port inside here, and there is a USB port over here, and this storage space you can use to put things. And this car has fabric seats which look so nice, and they are electronically controlled. You see, I can just make the seats to move by just holding a button over here. And one thing that I've noticed with the German machines is that they have a holder over here for the drivers, and the Japanese variants do not have this holder. When you open this part up here, you will get these shades that help when the sun is too bright on your face. And when you open this part, you get the mirror and this light that helps to illuminate on your face. Up here, there is this rear view mirror that is strategically placed, I must say, and it is firm when you hold it. And onto this part over here, you come down, and when you open this glove box over here, you get it is laced with Alcantara, and it also has an ETC module over here, and it also has the disc port for this infotainment system, and it also has SD card slots over here where you can just put in your SD card, and the screen over here will read it automatically. So apart from that, we have plenty of room in this car, considering that this car is a wide car. When you sit over here, you feel like the person who is sitting on this seat is kind of far away from you, and that is good because it gives that essence of space when you're in this car. So let's go and look at the passenger's experience of the Volkswagen Passat. The first thing that I get when I enter this car is ample legroom and ample headroom. The roof slopes up. It's more like the Subaru Outback that we reviewed, and the nice seats here have the fabric covering on them, and you have these spaces over here that you can put your documents, your files. And onto this part of the seats, we have speakers here, and there is this holder. I gotta say that these doors are so firm, like you get the feeling of safety when you're inside this car, and it feels so nice. Even when you close it, close with the nice sound, like it closes with a thud. And also Onto this, the upper part here, you get that when you press this, you get standing lights that are focused to the specific seats over here. And there is 3 passengers that can sit here, and this part folds, and when you fold this part, you get 2 sets of cup holders, and there is this small part where you can put something over there. And there is also slots here for the child seat. When you want to travel with your child, you fix the child seat there, and the child will be nice and covered. And also here we also have climate control, whereby the second row seats passengers will be cooled or heated depending on their preferences. And there is these buttons over here for the heated and cooled seats behind here. And that's it for this part of the car. There is these holders over here, and there is these spaces over here that you can hang your things, and you can plug in something over here. So that's it about this car. Let's look at the most annoying things of this car. If you get the performance streams of the Volkswagen Passat, fuel economy will not be your friend, because the fuel consumption will be up. When you compare the technology inside the Volkswagen Passat and its counterparts like the Mercedes-Benz C-Class, you'll find that the counterparts are more advanced in terms of technology. This being a Volkswagen, the resale value is not as high as the other Japanese counterparts. This leads us to the good things about the Volkswagen Passat. The Volkswagen Passat comes with a spacious cargo capacity. The Passat comes with a very comfortable interior. The Volkswagen Passat has a very solid build quality, making it a plus. So that's it, guys, for the review of the Volkswagen Passat 2016 variant. Share your thoughts and comments down below, and if you like this video, share it to your family and friends, and drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. If you want this specific car, you can come over to Kiambu Road and look for Bruce, and he will give you a good deal on this car. And that's it, guys, for this video. Keep it locked.
You don't need to squat. Just stay.